Hello and welcome back to another 100 Days of Making Comics with me, Zabethy. Today is day 47, I think. So today's video is the continuation of the inking of the front page, or the cover. And while I've really enjoyed this, it's actually been taking me a little bit longer than I anticipated. And this is partially to do with the fact that I'm afraid of making mistakes. Yeah. There's also some factors like the amount of detail I'm putting into it and slowly ramping up colors instead of just like going straight for them. Tomorrow I will be finishing up this page traditionally, but I still have to go in and digitally color things, ink them, make it look super awesome. So we'll see how long that takes. So as you all know, I'm a couple days ahead with the 100 Days of Making Comics, and I do plan on getting a couple out this weekend and a couple out this week to get me all caught up. However, one of the things that's holding me back currently is the fact that I lost all of the pages that I had done for the comic. So I have all the hard copies. I just have to re-edit everything and do all the colors, do all of the hue and saturation, all of the curves, all of that all over again, and do the little small details that I added in. And it's a very small thing that I have to change when you think about the grander scheme of things, but like redoing it is like 3 days worth of work. So what I'm going to try to do is tomorrow I'm going to sit down and I'm going to try to blow through it all in one go. That way I'm caught up, I have everything done, and I will not only have 2 videos up, but I will have those pages finished. Because at this point, like, just going and doing them is taking me longer than it should, because I just have that, you know, the dread that makes you not want to complete something, like filling my body. So I'm gonna do that as quickly and as nicely as I can. So I've been getting a couple of questions and I haven't been answering them in a Q&A session. I've just been answering them as I get to them to the person, but I thought that I would answer some of them on the video for you guys. Twisted Dreams says, how do you start on something like this? Like, I stare at a blank sheet of paper and, well, I draw blanks, quite literally. Well, let's see. When I'm getting started, I don't start with a blank piece of paper. I start with a concept or an idea in mind. And then on a scrap piece of paper, I doodle. And then sometimes I take that doodle and I make it bigger. And then I make cleaner lines on it. So I guess what I'm saying is I start with a very small idea and I build on it. Taking on a large piece of paper, A4 or whatever, it can be daunting. The perfect white page is just, it's glaring. So I think the best way to start is to doodle on scrap pieces of paper until you have a good idea of what you want to actually accomplish. Say you're gonna make a monster character. Doodle a whole bunch of different monster characters on a scrap piece of paper that doesn't mean anything. And then finally, when you get to one that you like, put it on a white piece of paper or in your sketchbook or whatever, and do it in pencil or do it in pen, do it whatever you're most comfortable with. Because honestly, the biggest challenge is getting over the hurdle of thinking you have to have something look pristine. You don't have to have anything look pristine, honestly. Like, you just need to make things, and eventually your stuff will look amazing. But everybody starts somewhere, and everybody has that fear of ruining the page. You're not ruining the page. The page is just blank. You're not ruining its potential. It's a tool. So just push forward and draw as often as you can. Now, I already answered Sarah Campbell, but I'm going to answer here as well. She says, it's really interesting to see the editing process. Do you record your entire session? And yes, I do. I record my entire session and then I convert it. And then I make sure that it's at 500% usually. Sometimes I have to push it all the way from all the way up to 1200 or 1500% to make it go as quickly as needed to show the differences in what's going on, or to not waste everyone's time, because it can be very uninteresting to watch 10 minutes of me editing something. And Trellix asked, where did you find the music? I like pretty much all of what you have used. Puts me in a nice mellow mood. And while I answered him there, I'm going to answer here as well. I get all of my music from Epidemic Sound. I pay $15 a month to use any of the music in their library. Sometimes I might speed up or slow down the music that I use. And overall, I find it really easy to navigate. There's a very large library, and after about the first week or so, I got the hang of trying to find things that I liked. Sometimes I still put music up that I don't 100% know if I want to use, but I'm a little bit less choosy now that I have to do it every single day, and we're in day 47, so yeah. And on that note, please enjoy the music.
We're moving through the night like we're from a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the lead. Oh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we're golden, we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game, and we ride on the flames till the morning light. Baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Ain't nobody gonna hold us down. Break all the rules, let them run and hide. Baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Gonna let the world know. We're from a different time, yeah, we're of a different breed. 'Cause what we got is timeless, we supersede. And we hold in the key, yeah, we're tight as can be. We're rolling, just like we please. Ooh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. We're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we're golden, we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game, and we ride on the flames till the morning light. Baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Ain't nobody gonna hold us down. Break all the rules, let them run and hide. Baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Gonna let the world know. Gonna let the world know. Please don't go. Pick up that bag. Please don't go. Please don't go. Pick up that bag. Please don't go. Lights down low, still wondering what you're saying. Stay. Please don't go. I'd rather have you staying. What is this game you're playing? Even if it hurts with time, we were never meant to fight. Something at the finish line. Stay. Even if we're short on time, at least we'll never wonder why. This
thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, could you please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, maybe even subscribe? I hope you're having a wonderful day, night, or morning, wherever you are, whenever you're watching it. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.